Okay guys, I'm really excited to talk to you about our nighttime routine. So first things first is you want to develop a routine for you that's going to work. The first thing you'll want to do is set up a hard stop bedtime. I know, it feels like we're going back in time and we're like 5. But you really want to have a deadline where you're like, okay, rain or shine, my butt is going to bed at 11 o'clock at night. So no matter what, I've got to be in bed by 11 o'clock. Even if I want to watch my favorite show or I need to send more emails or whatever it is, like that is my bedtime. I have to go and be in my bed at 11. Then once you've established that, then it's like, okay, what do you want your bedtime routine to look like? So for example, for me, this is my bedtime routine. I put the dogs in their crates because having them sleep in my bed was waking me up in the middle of the night. They were barking at things. I was worried about like squishing them in the middle of the night, or I wanted to change positions and they were in the way. And I was just like, wait, I'm the adult here. They're the dogs. So now they have these crates that go next to my bed. It's great. They go in their crates. I sleep better with it. Then the next thing I do is these supplements. So I have a trigger of essential oils, and then I also have a trigger of a special supplement, and then I will read, and then I will journal, and then I will lay on my special pillows and get in my special sleep position and put my little night mask on, and then I will go to sleep. That's my routine. For you guys, I wanted to tell you about a couple of things. So there are triggers that you can use to tell your body, like, okay, it's time to go to bed. So for you, figure out what triggers you want to use. You could have an alarm clock. You could have lights. So you could have the lights dim at a certain hour if you want to get super fancy with it. If you have Alexa, she just heard me. You could have her tell you a certain time when to go to bed and have her remind you, hey, it's 11 o'clock, time to go to bed. Oh, that's your trigger, you know. The other thing you can do is if you're still not having success with those triggers, you could also do some supplementation. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I think is really useful. So CBD is amazing for your brain. You can either do a vape pen or you can do oil. CBD is great for your brain because it helps with the neurotransmitters in your brain that are in charge of producing serotonin and telling your brain to relax. So that's what these are amazing for. I don't recommend doing CBD, like the sleep pen, and watching TV while you do it. It should be 30 minutes before you're planning on going to bed. So if your bedtime's 11, at about 10:30, be in your bed already, have a little bit of the vape pen, read while you do it, and like relax your brain. Just the same way that you wouldn't take a prescription sleep drug like Ambien or something like that, and like have all the lights on and be like, woo, like that's not the purpose. So you need to put yourself in the best environment for these to succeed. The other thing I recommend is New Mood by Onnit. This has got 5-HTP and L-tropophan, and some other herbs as well as magnesium. Both of those are, again, helping with your neurotransmitters and regulating them so that they can promote more serotonin and melatonin to be released in your body. So that's what these are amazing for. I don't use these all at the same time. You can. I just don't have that difficulty sleeping, so I just use it here and there. So I'll take, if I've had a really stressful day and I'm really anxious for whatever reason and I know I need to get to bed, I'll have one of these or two of these 30 minutes before going to bed with a glass of water. The other thing I have is a candle. Candle is a trigger to make me go to sleep, but that's pretty much the supplementation that I would recommend looking into. The other thing you want to check out is your environment. Are your pillows comfy? Are your sheets clean? Do they smell good? Or have they been on your bed for a little bit too long? So get in the habit of making your bed nice and comfy so that when you walk in, it's kind of like a spa and you're excited to be in it, right? Another thing I recommend is getting a pillow that suits your sleep style. I'm a side sleeper, so this goes in between your legs. However, this is a little bit dirty. I don't recommend taking a nap in jeans that bleed because then they'll stain this, but this is removable, so you can wash this. Also, if you're like me, you're a side sleeper, I recommend getting a special pillow to support your neck because oftentimes you'll not be supported if you're not having the right pillow support, and that will make your sleep quality poor as well. Let's see. The other thing that you want to do is disconnect from all devices. So if it's time to go to bed, turn off all of the lights, turn off all the TV, turn everything off, and fully disconnect from your screens. You can also get blue light glasses that help block blue light that comes from our phones or our TVs. You can also get a sound machine. There's all kinds of other tricks, but you just need to figure out what's best for you. What else is there? Okay, so the last thing I want to encourage you to do is to be excited. Sorry, my dogs are exiting the room. To be excited about the following morning, and I call this the Christmas morning trick. So remember when you were a kid and you'd wake up and it would be Christmas morning, and it didn't matter what time you went to bed, you would be super excited that morning, and it didn't matter if you slept 2 hours or 3 hours or 8 hours, you were energized and excited come Christmas morning. And so that's what I want you to do, the same thing for your routine. So be excited to go to bed because you know that the next morning is going to be so exciting, the same way that Christmas is. And then when you wake up in the morning on Christmas morning, you're like, cool, I don't care how many hours I slept. So, for example, if you go to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning and you have to be up at 6, that's only 4 hours of sleep that you're going to get. Most of us would start to get anxiety about the fact that we're only going to get 4 hours of sleep. And oh my gosh, tomorrow morning is going to be so difficult. I'm not going to have enough sleep. Ugh, it's going to be awful. Or you could flip the switch and think, okay, tomorrow is going to be amazing. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to crush my Monday morning. I'm going to kill that interview I have. I'm going to kill that presentation I have, or whatever it is, and just be excited about it. And then when you wake up in the morning, instead of thinking like, oh, I only got 4 hours of sleep, you're like, today's going to be great. This is going to be so excited. I got the best 4 deep sleep hours I could ever get. I feel energized. I feel great. And using your brain as a tactic to help you be energized. So using that Christmas morning technique is really, really powerful, and making sure that you're telling your body that the hours of sleep that you're getting are enough. But if you're thinking, oh, this 5 hours isn't going to be enough, or this 6 hours isn't enough, then your body's going to say, oh, it's not enough, and you're not going to get as deep of sleep because you want to sleep anxious. So be anxious in a good way versus a bad way. So pumping up your body to be like, cool, sleep, yeah, and then waking up the next morning to be excited about all the fun things that you get to do that day. And if they're not fun, then make them fun somehow. So yeah, those are the tips that I have for you guys on making a nice nighttime routine. If you have any other tricks or tips, make sure you share them with everybody else in the group. Now you're going to go on to the PDF and just fill out what you would want your ideal nighttime routine to be, and what time you want to go to bed, what kind of triggers you want. Do you want to take a bath? Do you want to use some supplementation? Do you want to read? Do you want to journal? What's your nighttime routine, and what's going to work best for you? And then from there, you will share it with the group, and then we'll get started on Monday together. Bye.